All right, so let's get into huge adoption in the restaurant sector and what is going to be driving that, especially around some of the news in Web3 as it goes forward. We're going to have a great guest for you guys today. You're going to love it. My name is Paul Barron. Welcome back into Tech Path. Joining me today is Ms. Shelly Rupel, who is the CEO and co-founder of Devour. Full disclosure, I'm an advisor for the Devour Group, and they work in the restaurant space, so it is tied into what we do here on PBN. So let's welcome in Shelly Rupel. Hey, Shelly, how's it going?
Hi, Paul. Great to be with you as always.
I want to get into the overall size and scope, like total number of restaurants. What is in the app today?
So as of today, we rolled out live almost over 50,000 restaurants coast to coast nationwide as a part of our Coinbase Commerce release. Mostly on those smaller regional and then nationwide brands are on their way.
Yeah. So the Coinbase Commerce partnership, how does that work? What's going to be the integration into the app itself?
Absolutely. So we partnered with Coinbase to integrate their Coinbase Commerce directly into our checkout. We already had where you could pay by credit card, you could pay with our native token DPAY, but it was important as well to open that up to other crypto tokens so that the millions of Coinbase users could use either their exchange account or their wallet account to pay with their favorite token. We're also going to start purchasing over the next few days from a number of those communities and with those tokens just to show how easy it is.
Yeah. All right. Well, the three I want are Brett, Sol, and XRP. If we can get those, then we are plugged in. And I know all of those are available on Coinbase. So come on, we got to get them there.
I've already made a purchase with one of those. The other two are definitely on the list. So
very nice, very nice. Okay, I like to hear those kind of things. Well, these are the kind of advancements that I like to see because when you look at the size of the restaurant industry, there's 1 million locations just in the United States. We're talking about $1 trillion industry. And the opportunity here in terms of frequency is absolutely skyrocketing in terms of, meal occasions, et cetera, that play out in this industry. Talk to me about the big hurdle that you guys overcame with one of the big aggregators, Olo, and what this means kind of going forward. How will you get to the big brands?
Absolutely. So being able to pull in the big brands, you've got to work with the aggregators of getting the orders directly into their POS. Olo is one of the biggest. They have a large percentage of the enterprise brands. And so we had worked for about a year to get the approval for doing that integration. We've just recently finished it. We are in the certification process, and that should be done within the next few days. So that opens up the world to us being able to really work with some of the biggest brands.
I mean, now you're talking about, concepts like Taco Bell, Chipotle, Panera, McDonald's, all these companies that are, I would say, forward thinking, especially in digital. So it probably could bode very well for you guys. We did a test, which I thought was very intriguing and telling, between traditional food delivery and then a Devour delivery. And I want to show you some slides here. This, you probably already know this, but for us, it surprised us. And this is if right now, if you you guys watching right now, Uber One is basically, think of that as like a member service. You pay $9 or $10 a month, and you get these discounts. Supposedly, you get these discounts. So you get, supposedly, I'm saving like $2 on this particular order. But this scenario right here versus DevourGO, I ended up saving money on DevourGO versus paying to use Uber, and there's really no big benefits beyond that. And the second category was breaking it down into other areas, which are things like surge pricing. This, I don't know if you guys know, we had huge rains here in Miami, and yesterday you'll see that little lightning. I don't know if you guys can see that right there. See that little lightning bolt? Well, there was a lightning bolt yesterday. $1,700 or $17 delivery fee. I mean, come on. These are the kind of things that I love about using Devour, because it's right there, boom. And I noticed you guys had quite a few more restaurants here in the Miami area, so kudos to you on the total number of restaurants that are coming in. What other benefits do I gain other than maybe a little bit of savings here? Are there some other benefits I can get?
For sure. One of the things that you saw in there was your delivery fee was crossed through. You obviously in your test had an industry pass. That is our pass, our membership for getting
Right.
free standard delivery. So you don't pay on delivery fees on any order with that. You also get $10 back in DPAY every month that you can use with any of our merchants, and 5% DPAY back on the order. So you get that with the industry pass. Then when you pay with DPAY, you also get another 5% back in DPAY back. So you can get up to 10% back on every order in DPAY that you can continue then to use for additional purchases with other merchants on the platform.
$120 in annual DPAY rewards, 5% back. The Continue Pass Go VIP level 4, what does that mean?
Yep. So our Go VIP is our gamified loyalty. You earn points, you level up, you earn merch, loot boxes, prizes, trips, etc. At level 4, you need to hold one of the industry passes currently to get on past that level 4. So it doesn't accelerate you past that, but if you get through the first 3 levels, then to unlock level 4 in the games that we have integrated in, you need one of the industry passes.
That's where I think it's going to get very intriguing. I know you guys are partnered with a lot of different game platforms. Map tracking, map status. To a certain extent, Uber is a logistics company. They become pretty much the Einsteins of this model. How does this work within your platform? What are you connected to right now in terms of mapping?
So currently, we're not building out a driver network, which allows us to have that opportunity to think globally faster than what we normally would have been able to. We do dispatch out to the companies that are really good at logistics, Uber and DoorDash. And so we use their mapping capabilities from point of picking up an order at a restaurant, how the driver then gets to the endpoint. It also enables us as to what's going to come down the pike on blockchain or Web3, where the partnering opportunities for other providers that could provide that same type of service.
Well, you've got Hive Mapper, Aerials over there doing a lot in terms of tracking. That's a Web3 company. What we'll see there, I think, is going to be pretty cool. Further into utility, airdrops. We talk about Solana Mobile a lot here, mainly because the device itself has already started to garner a lot. I was looking at your website on DevourGO.io and kind of just jumping into the communities here. So you've got Honeyland. There's the Genesis token. Now, is this going to be available on the Chapter 2 as well?
Yes,
at some point?
Absolutely.
Okay, all right. Well, and you get a lot of these emerging communities that are coming out during OnChainSummer. I want to play a clip for you because I think this is good timing with what you guys are doing with Coinbase Commerce. But let's go to that clip real quick.
And so if you sign up for the Bar Blackbird Summer Pass, you're going to get 1 free drink every night for the entire summer at 15 and more than 15 bars and restaurants across New York City, curated by Ben Leventhal and his team. And Ben is the founder of Eater and Resi.
Just to correct you, it's actually a drink. It's 1 drink per night at any of these restaurants. So you could snack.
If you do one, tweet about it, tag Blackbird, tag Base, tag OnChainSummer. I feel like we're starting to see how OnChain can deliver better experience for restaurants and better experiences for consumers. And that combination where you're cutting out these massive payment processors that have been taking exorbitant fees. Yeah, we're just getting started.
So that was Jesse Pollack over from Base and Ben over at Blackbird. Blackbird being a restaurant chain, they've been very forward thinking when it comes to blockchain. My point is that we're probably going to see a lot of brands that want to start doing this. If I'm a brand that I sign up with Devour right now, can I start offering those kinds of benefits and features inside the platform?
Day one, we can create that a completely branded experience for whether it's memberships, opportunities like the drink crawl that Ben and Jesse were just talking about, Quest, auto claiming, a number of experiences. Of one that we're really excited about that will be dropping this summer. But we have built that to be super simple to be able to create for brands as they come on.
If you bought the Solana phone, just think about this with any kind of membership, any kind of device, that airdrops could start becoming in. And this right now is just the listing of what's available here. But something I don't see on here, Shelly? I don't see DPAY on here. What's going on here?
We need to fix that and fix it quick.
We're going to get some DPAY in there. I can feel it coming. I think that's the part that people are missing in terms of the value proposition that Web3 is bringing, because it really is a different kind of loyalty classification versus, you know, what we've seen in kind of the Web 2D version of this right now. So what about DPAY on Base? Will I see it soon?
You will. So in March, we cross-chained to Solana. Definitely Base would be the next one that we would have our eyes on, specifically in some projects that we have going on this summer. It is perfect timing to start looking towards that. So I would say in the next 30 to 45 days max, you could expect to be able to see it there.
Okay, so I'm grilling you with all these potentials here that there are good ones. I know when you and I get on the phone or on a call, it's always fun because I'm always trying to push the envelope on what this is next. What's next here? Is there a plug into this app or into this component here with the gaming? When you look at the dApp store on Saga or Solana, and you see the innovation that's happening over there, we also know the opportunities within that ecosystem is going to start to grow vertically quite a bit, much like if you think about the Google Play Store. What's the likelihood of getting the Devour app on there?
It's on our board. So a number of priorities of just getting ready for large projects that are happening right now have kind of taken priority over that. Getting where Solana can be used or DPAY on Solana can be used as native payment within the app. But it's on the board for the engineers to work on. So I would say within the next few weeks, that'd be one they'd be grabbing and making sure that we get on the dApp store.
Yeah, well, I'm starting to see more dApp stores come in that are restaurant related. Here's one on submitting reviews, you know, and you can post even anonymously, even though I don't necessarily like that. But the thing about it is the restaurant industry, you know, thrives on the review business, you know, so the fact that we've got more dApps kind of moving in that direction, plus the amount of big news coming this week. McDonald's, of course, announcing their huge news. We'll probably drop a video on that. But there's a lot going on here in terms of future and potential, especially for food and where this is going. I want to talk about the Solana Pay announcement real quick, but let me play a clip for you because I want to get your opinion on this. Let's go to that. Shelly, it is coming. It is coming. It is coming here. We are going to see, I think, a transition in retail business that like nothing we've ever seen before. It's that big. The opportunity here is huge, for sure. What do you think about that?
You know, within the restaurant industry, payment processing is such a hot topic always, right? And I just left a digital transformation in Chicago this week. And we've been at a lot of restaurant conferences over the past few months. The idea even of lowering fees by accepting crypto and the different payment processing opportunities that you have there, no doubt. I love what I just saw with the Solana Pay. That would, I would say, in our, you know, for our platform would be a next one that we really should be taking a look at of how do we integrate that directly in. I think it's going to be impactful as I've talked to different brands of all sizes from large, very large to independent. That idea of being able to go from 3% to 1.5% or lower on processing, their eyes light up. And so there will definitely be interest there.
This is a new platform out there. And they're starting to kind of move into space. So we're starting to see some potentials here around things like airdrops. There is some gaming integrations within this. They've got chef partners lined up in this, along with, you know, a pretty good round of investment groups as well. I want to play a couple clips. This will lead into some of the advancements. This is the one rare Foodverse that I want you to take a look at.
You are the first in the world. This is a Dubai original, and nobody else in the entire world. This is you.
Yes, we were very lucky to start in January 2021, so it's been 2 years for us now.
I have quite a simple question when I hear about taking food into the metaverse. What?
That's a very good question.
I feel like I'm the other one who's confused here, so...
When we look at a chef's social media, when we're looking at a recipe on YouTube, for example, the idea is to make that experience better. And then, of course, you take that NFT to the real world and you swap it for a meal. So all the time you spend in the metaverse can actually get you your favorite sandwich or your favorite sushi.
It's overwhelming, I think. Now, I'm just curious. At what point are we going to be able to go into the Foodverse, order a meal, and have it delivered to our home?
We are in the process of doing that. Our first set of partner restaurants, including Papa John's and Fuzzy Cafe, are about to start this process. So I think it'll be sooner than you expect.
We had the Foodverse team on a show 2 years ago. It's been, I think, that long. If you guys look back in our channel, how big of a lead do you guys think you have right now? Is it significant? What's your position?
There's a number of people doing some things with loyalty. Typically, none are right now taking it from the ability to do loyalty, transaction, delivery, partnering, and then co-branded, co-collab type of campaigns, as well as our focus on gaming, entertainment, and streaming. So right now, I feel pretty comfortable that we have a significant lead, but there's no doubt that that gap, that margin will close. Yeah. We have to stay ahead. We have to keep pushing. We can't stop and celebrate. Even this is a big day as far as releasing Coinbase Commerce, but there's no champagne being popped, right? It is just now the work really begins.
Yeah, I want to show a clip of a real world application being used. We'll call it within kind of a metaverse. It's Roblox, but let's go ahead and cut to that clip.
Introducing Dim Sum Palace, where Hot Buns Club rewards members get the VIP treatment and exclusive perks. Players complete a scavenger hunt to unlock clues. Along the way, they experience the world of Wow Bao and discover the ultimate reward tucked away in the Hot Buns Club speakeasy. Here's how it works. Visit hbc.wowbao.com and connect a Roblox account. Complete the Wow Bao scavenger hunt on Roblox by finding hidden items, including the Collect-A-Bao dumpling head. For participating in the campaign, Roblox players also receive a coupon redeemable for an actual box of Wow Bao in real life. This marks the first ever integration between Roblox and a restaurant rewards program.
So this is right up the alley. Obviously, you guys work with Wow Bao, and they are one of the first that have really kind of integrated on this. This is their Roblox page here on the Dim Sum Palace, so you can kind of see a little bit. So far, not bad in terms of the visits, about almost 30,000 visits in general in a very short period of time, about a month right now. So it looks like it's gaining some traction. I think as they start to get more awareness around it, and also as Roblox players start to understand this, how big is this potential opportunity with a brand like a Wow Bao? Do you feel like this is big, or do you feel like somebody that is going to have major brand footprints like a McDonald's, a Starbucks, anybody that's got, tens of thousands of locations will come in and kind of dominate that area?
With Roblox, they just released the commerce with Walmart as far as the direct integration of commerce. That's exciting for us because that leads to the openness by Roblox for direct commerce. Wow Bao, Jeff always has been throughout his career kind of on the tip of the spear in what he's doing. So he's a leader in that. One of the things that I'm really focused on in the Devour is that removal of friction, right? Not receiving a coupon then that you've got to go somewhere else to do something or enter a lot of information but is for that to be completely integrated. So it's seamless, a seamless experience of I've played a game, I've earned something, I can do this, I can order right from here, or be fully integrated end to end to remove that friction. I think that's when we get to mass adoption. There's no doubt the largest of brands really can knock that barrier down or work with a company like Devour to create that experience.
The other things that are starting to showcase that could lead into mass adoption is AR, VR. We're already starting to see a lot of movement in that space. I got a couple clips here to kind of show that they're actually already kind of moving here, at least from a food standpoint. I want to play this first one, which is a virtual assistant cooking. Take a look.
To make the dish spicier, you can increase the amount of red pepper flakes or add some chopped jalapenos or chili peppers.
All right, the reason I showed that one, that was the Meta Hackathon winner. And it was a food and cooking. So you know the demand's going to be there. This next one goes in to the kids side of it. So, I mean, this is, you know, wide range in terms of demographics. Take a look at this clip.
We are in Cooking Simulator VR, and we are about to prepare some meals. That's boiling.
Think you can learn a bunch of traditional recipes? Julienne a good amount of ginger with a knife into the bowl. I cannot wait to try it.
Hello and welcome to Astro Chef.
Put a little umbrella on it, throw that on there, and we are done.
Welcome to Tokyo. Let's make some sandwiches.
They're going to start expecting these kinds of experiences from brands. You know, you had Wendy's right there, who I think we had, our research team had said that it was like a 5% lift in loyalty for the period that they had rolled this out. I mean, that's pretty significant because that could give you a positive gain in terms of overall revenue. So I mean, when you look at AR, VR, I'm just kind of your point, are you guys doing anything in it? And do you think this is going to make an impact in the restaurant space in, say, the next 2 years?
I feel like we did more prep work than we actually did for this call. You're inside my head on this a bit. You know, part of my job as CEO and founder is to make sure that we're executing in excellence on what we're working on today, but to always be focused on that what's next. And right now, I've become very obsessed with what are the opportunities for us with AR, VR, whether that be in gamification to really merge more of the phygital, right? The physical world with what we're doing with the platform, things like being able to point your device at packaging and have that turn into a video game, you know, Pokemon Go style interaction and quest and things like that. And the technology is there that can make that pretty seamless for us to be able to pursue. And I'm really excited about that being something that we pivot towards and really start to integrate within the platform sooner rather than later.
I like it. Okay, well, good. Hey, Shelly, it's always good kind of breaking it down with you. What I see here is big opportunities in the sector in a big way. Restaurants could lead the way here for Web3 adoption is what I'm hearing.
We bring the world and communities together, right, around food. It's a unifying thing, and we're excited to be where we are, and there is no doubt that the restaurant industry can be a leader in this. So I appreciate, as always, you bringing me on. You bet. Thanks a lot for stopping in. We appreciate it. Thank you. Have a great. All right, so maybe you guys are not part of our Diamond Circle right now. Make sure and get in because it's our own membership group. In fact, if you're a part of the Diamond Circle now, you've got access to a whole new airdrop program for our members that is going to start this summer. Actually, it already started. So make sure and join. All you have to do is click the link down below. Follow me out there on X @PaulBaron. I'll catch you next time right here on TechPath.